Hello, everybody. I am just doing this video, and hopefully, I could ease your mind if you're thinking about working at Amazon. And you're a little bit older, you're not in your 20s, and I'm sure just as you are feeling all kinds of anxiety and you don't know what to expect, that's exactly how I felt when I placed my application. And so I just wanted to talk to you just about, number one, I'm in my 50s, my late 50s. And I retired from a job and I was doing really well. I've been retired for about, this will be 9 years. And, people retire from their job for, numerous reasons. In my case, I retired, one, to be home with my son, my younger son, because he was approaching his pre-teens and I had worked for the job almost 30 years and I could never get promoted. I was just sort of stuck. No matter how hard I worked, no matter what assignments I was given, I just never could make anything more than what, was allocated in my hire. And so I have a cosmetologist license. I do hair on the side, and I received my monthly pension. But when the pandemic hit, everything just skyrocketed. The gas prices skyrocketed, food prices skyrocketed, and it essentially just became really difficult just to handle our monthly bills that we accrue every month, our utilities. In that specific time, we had different weather conditions, so it was uh, more cold in the winter time. It was very cold, and so we had to use our heater, longer than normal. So long story short, I needed to supplement my income, and I had submitted a ton of applications to a ton of employers who were looking to employ people or looking for applications, but I don't know if they were looking at my age. I have a ton of experience in just about everything, anywhere from customer service to administrative on down. And so the only person that was reaching out to me was Amazon. I'm telling you, I want to say I submitted 100 applications, and I was like, "What's going on? Why am I not being selected?" And so I started thinking maybe it's because of my age. Maybe people or employers don't want to hire me because I'm in my 50s, in my late 50s. I'm very active. I walk a mile every day. I've been doing that for about 10 years. I don't have any health issues. And so you would think that an employer would want experience as well as, just an overall good employee. So, who kept popping up was Amazon. And it was almost like they knew that no one was going to hire me, and that eventually, if they kept sending me email and email and email, if you submit an application, or even if you're looking for a job, Amazon will be the one that will just stay on you until you make the decision to go work for them. And so I did that. That's what happened with me. They just kept on and kept on. And I was looking at my finances like, okay, I got to make some money. I need like a chunk of money so that I can, get myself ahead of the game. So I went ahead and I submitted my application to Amazon. Of course, I got a response right away. It said, welcome, as if I was already hired. And basically, all I needed to do was to go to the location. So I, selected a date and time that was convenient for me to get there. I went there, went to the human resources department. I went to a person who was there who took my information, welcomed me to the company. And from that point, I went to take a drug screening, which was, a swab in my mouth, and that was no issue. And it was like, welcome, take your picture for your badge, and here's your start date, which you pretty much select the date that you want to start. You select your schedule, and so then I was like, oh my God, I got a job. And then when they were telling me to go on the portal, download the app, I did that. On my first day, of course, the night before, well, a week before, or even I'll go back to when I submitted, when I went to Amazon, and I realized I was hired. I was so excited, like, wow, that was so easy. And so I said, okay. So finally the date came when it was my first day. And I had talked to my younger son, which he had worked at another Amazon location, but he did a different job. And so I was looking at all of the different jobs and like what, people were posting on YouTube, and what types of jobs that they did. And I thought, okay, you know what? I could do that. And so my first day, I got there and I went. The place is humongous. Okay, it's huge, and so the only location that I remembered was the HR where I went the first time. So I ended up going to the HR area, and I saw a lady out there. She was sitting on the desk, or on the table, and I said, excuse me, are you a new hire? Are you work? This is your first day? And she says, yes, my first day. I don't know where to go. And I thought, well, neither do I, but let me go ask in HR. So I went and asked, and they said, oh, yeah, you're supposed to go at the front of the building, and there's an area right there, and that's where you're going to check in. Okay, no problem. And so I realized that, that God, He sent me there to pick up this lady because she couldn't speak English very well. And nobody told her what to do. She was just sitting there waiting. Somebody had dropped her off. And so I said, hey, you know what? We have to go to the front of the building. That's where we go check in. So she was like, thank you so much. And because of the COVID, I was like, well, I didn't know if I should let her in the car, but anyway. So I moved my car and I found a spot. I ended up meeting her, and then we walked the rest of the way to the front. So we get in there, and they check us in, and we get handed we get our badge. we walk into like a little training room where we watch some safety videos, and everybody's talking to us and welcoming us to the facility. So after that, we go and take a tour of the warehouse. And I just want to tell you that if you're going to work for Amazon, number one, you need to be able to stand on your feet for, if you're working full time, for 10 hours, basically. Not, and then you have to walk like from where you're working. So the bathroom is not close by. Your break area is not close by. I want to say what was most challenging for me was trying to get, from my location to the break area, take my break, and then find my way back to where I was working. That's how massive. It's like the size of, what did they say, 17 football fields. And there's machinery, there's conveyor belts. It is kind of loud. So I would suggest, if you have issues with hearing or whatnot, they do have vending machines with, earbuds to put in your ear to help with that. They also provide gloves. So you can get free new gloves every day if you need to. They also have a station for any sanitization needs, like your wipes, um, alcohol, hand sanitizer, all of that. They have stations. Or they have an area where you could just take packs of that stuff to your workstation to keep your area clean and sanitized. So I was really happy about that. And then after the training, we went and we, no, after, yeah, we watched video, we went a tour of the facility, the warehouse, and, to locate where everything is. They have health area, they have human resources, there's a doctor on site. It's huge, it's massive, and it can be overwhelming. um, After we were divided into groups, we were then explained, what we were going to be doing. And so, what I was doing, or my group, we this particular warehouse was customer for fulfillment, and so we fulfill all the customer orders of people, ordering from Amazon, I guess, within a grid area. And so, after we watched videos of the process of this warehouse, my particular job was to just package orders. So I would have a computer that would tell me, where my order was, and it's identified by color. And then behind me, I would have like bins of like cubby holes, and each cubby hole would light up in the color. And so if my color was blue, everything blue were packages that I was going to pick up. Now, mind you, in that cubby, you may have more than one set of orders in there. So you have to make sure that you look at the computer, count what does it say? If it's 5 items, you're looking for 5 items. I would even glance as to what the items are just to make sure that I don't make any mistakes. And so I would go look at my computer, it tell me, what type of packaging this order needed. So I would prepare the package or box, and then I would go and find the items and then go and place them in the packaging or the box. Um, Scan everything, seal everything, and put it on the conveyor belt. And and that was it. And then by the time you get done, another package pops up, so it's all different types. So different types of orders, just, it was nothing that I thought. I'm thinking I'm gonna be, lifting, heavy boxes and moving and all of that. And I was really afraid that I wasn't gonna be able to do that. What was hard for me, I did get used to the standing. I would say what was good, I was able to just think about stuff. I could work and just think about things I wanted to do, or just, have, my mind just be in my own little world. Days are long. Like I said, if you're able to bring your lunch, I would suggest you bring your lunch, so that you have more time, to rest. Your breaks are really short. There's just enough time for you to find a bathroom, go to it, and then make your way back to your area, so that you can, get back to work. And so, but overall, the people are very helpful. The people, everybody's friendly. You'll look like you're lost, and somebody will say, "Hey, can I help you to find where you're going?" Because it is very intimidating. You see all these, conveyor belts. I believe it's like 26 miles of conveyor belt up above you in sections. And this particular facility has an area of robots, that move, um, bins of products, and, get them ready to be shipped out. And so it's very exciting how the process works, very interesting. Um, when you talk about the benefits and the perks, I was offered a sign-in bonus, which I have not received yet, but I know it's coming. You get paid every week. And so that's really a plus. That was, one of my goals, that I could get paid every week. I could get out of this little, financial crunch, and get myself, back on track again. And so it really came in handy, in the fix, in that moment. On day one, I was eligible for benefits. And so I had, medical, dental, vision, life insurance, accident insurance, and it was super cheap, because there's thousands of employees. And so it brings your cost down on your benefits. And I realize a lot of people my age work there for the benefits because they're great. You can't beat it. I mean, all of my benefits are costing me $50 per check, versus I was paying over $1,000, for my benefits 10 years ago. And so that's a huge difference. So if you're looking for, benefits, like I needed dental work done, I needed new glasses. And so I was able to, uh, in 2 weeks, in a week, I could have done it that first week, but I was busy, and in that. But in 2 weeks, I've already gone to the dentist. I've already gone to my vision appointment, and the lady at the vision center, she was like, "Do you know your insurance is so good? This is how much you would have paid, like over $1,500." And so with my glasses and the exam and everything, I only paid, it was under 300. Now that's amazing. So I'm really blessed and thankful for that. I'm thankful that I was able to get hired right away. And the job is not hard. It's so easy. You know exactly what you need to do. You get the support you need to get, and you're able to, make some extra money to get yourself in a better situation. And you get paid every Friday. It doesn't get better than that. I love it. And so I just hope that, you know, um, this video will help you to not feel so stressed or feeling anxiety about, working a job because you're over 50, and you need to make some extra money. A lot of people are working, but a lot of jobs are not hiring us, and so we still need to make that extra, for whatever reason you retired or whatever, and you thought you had everything planned out. Something always happens, and then, you feel like you're in a fix. And so this working at Amazon is a good way to, get yourself back on your feet. And you can do it. You can. All of that stress, it's BS. Don't even buy into it. Just tell yourself, hey, I can do it. Before you work, make sure, that you have comfortable clothes. Make sure that your shoes are comfortable. They do give you a, um, a coupon to get some work shoes. And the work shoes are not bad. They are the steel toe shoes. They come in Skechers and different brands that you can select. Um, and you just have to try them out. I mean, I tried. I ordered a pair of the Skechers. They were actually very, very comfortable. For me, they were just heavy. At the end of the day, it was like, oh my gosh, this is too heavy. But I noticed there were a lot of people not, they were wearing their own kind of shoes, just to help them, whatever works for you. So it's a great place to work. You can do it. You can. I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it. Hadn't been working. I was working from home, and I never did warehouse work. Never. I've never worked in a warehouse. And so, to go even further, I've never worked any type of physical job like that other than doing hair, but nothing like manual labor where you're in a warehouse. And so I was really afraid that I was going to fail and not be able to do the job. But I didn't. I actually did really well. I received two little buttons for my badge that are really cool, as a thank you and a good job on your first day. And so, um, I hope that, I've helped you to not be stressed about working for Amazon. And definitely don't be ashamed that if you have to go back to work and make some extra money. Times are changing. Things are more expensive now than they ever were. I mean, we're paying, almost like a candy bar is the same amount as a gallon of gas. And so, you got to do what you got to do. Get your hustle on. And if Amazon sends you that email and offering you a schedule, take it. I'm telling you, in 2 weeks, you will get your problems or your financial issues on point, and you'll be happy that you made that decision. So I hope that I've, helped you in some way to Feel more comfortable about your first day. You're going to be fine. You're going to do good. And, keep your head up. Just know that you're going to make a difference in your life. And they're going to provide you with everything you need to be successful. And not only that, you have benefits on the first day. So if you need to go to the doctor, the dentist, or get your eyes checked, guess what? You can sign up and make those appointments. So good luck to you with your Amazon job, your career. You made a good choice. Don't be afraid. You're going to do awesome. And, I'll see you soon on the next video. Bye bye.